Welcome back to the Healthy Sleep Podcast. If this is your first time here, welcome to our Healthy Sleep community. We are two business owners that are just trying to build a business, a great business at that, and not sacrifice health in the process. I'm David.
And I'm John. We run MattressGrove. We design and manufacture high-quality, American-made luxury mattresses right here in Greensboro, North Carolina. Even though we've been in the sleep products business for a long time and manufacture great products, sometimes even we struggle with getting a good night's sleep. That's actually why we started this podcast. We're not doctors. We're not sleep gurus. We don't claim to be. We're entrepreneurs, just like you, trying to figure out how to overcome late-night stresses, overthinking, productivity crashes, things like that.
Our mission with this show is simple. We want you to sleep better, feel better, and live better through our experiences and our firsthand knowledge.
And if you're ever looking for a high-quality, built-to-last, locally made mattress, you can check us out at MattressGrove.com. But no pressure. Now let's jump into today's topic. But you know, as much as we make great mattresses, we still struggle with the day-to-day sleep. You know, I mean,
We do.
It's a lot. I mean, how'd you sleep last night?
Oh, not too good. Not too good. Bad sleep habit last night.
Oh no!
I stayed up way too late.
Well, I mean, what were you watching the game? I mean, what were you doing?
Well, my daughter got me into playing some video games. So I got a little excited. I felt like I was doing good, but I'm not that good.
Practice
But it was
makes
fun.
perfect. That's what they say.
But practice at night before bedtime is not good.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a fact. That's a fact. I remember a few years back, maybe a decade or so, we used to do that all the time.
I don't know if we were better or not.
Made a step.
I never
later.
won.
Well, no.
I was always
Yeah,
losing.
Yeah. Well, that's because we didn't practice enough. We had to go to work. We had to make mattresses and help people get a better night's sleep. And yet we weren't even getting a better night's sleep.
Right. And see, I didn't
That's
learn my
interesting.
lesson. I
And
fell
now
right
you're
back into
You're
it.
back in the game.
I'm back out. I'm out.
You're
out.
back in the game.
After waking up this morning, I felt like I was I was so slumpy.
Are you slumpy? Are you grumpy?
Slumpy. A little grumpy.
Slumpy?
Little grumpy.
You're an entrepreneur. You don't have spare time.
Gotta find boundaries though,
Yeah, that's true.
because I mean it was several hours. Because the first couple hours were awful. I was terrible. Boom, I'm watching her play. Boom, I'm watching her play. So, when you fall out and somebody shoots you and you're done, and you just look around and go,
Yeah. Well,
now what I do?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll watch you. Oh, you're doing great. I'll cheer you on. So she likes that. I was like, well, I want to be good too, so you can cheer me on.
so you started playing a little better?
I played better.
Oh, so it's kind of like golf, like you come back for the next hole when you play well?
You just get one hole and you're going to go back and play another 18. Yep, that's how it was.
Oh,
So-
man, that's interesting.
Well,
Yeah,
how about
yeah.
yourself? Did you sleep good?
I mean, I actually slept pretty good last night. I slept really good last night. The night before, though, I'm not real sure. Being an entrepreneur is tough, I mean, because we're always waking up and thinking about the day and thinking about what we need to be doing and so forth. But yes, Sunday night was terrible. But I went back and reflected, and the things that we talk about, like getting up early, and working out and all that thing.
Yep.
I didn't do on Sunday. I was not feeling great. I don't know, if I was starting to catch a cold or whatever, so I slept in. So I really think that made a difference because I went to sleep. But, man, I woke up at like 1:30, couldn't go back to sleep, went through all my routines. The only routine I didn't do that's good, I didn't get up and like journal and
Right.
put all the things down. So that's my next thing I'm going to do because, again, there was a lot of work things going on in my brain.
Right, yep.
And so anyway, that's always a good thing to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's so hard to put any of it down and get away from it because we're constantly thinking about our business, constantly thinking about our employees. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a constant thought that runs through our heads. And so when we do get away, fortnight, I'm able to get out of that mindset. But then as soon as I stop, I get right back into it, and I'm like, okay, now I'm laying here, I'm looking up at the ceiling, going, did I get everything done today? What did I need to do? What do I need to do tomorrow? I'm going through my checklist, but and that's okay right before bedtime. Usually, I can just walk through those things when it's early. When it's late
Right.
and I'm already into my sleep time, it's a bad evening.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. As as entrepreneurs, again, I think we never are able to leave everything at work.
Correct.
If you just have a job, a lot of times I think you can maybe just leave it there. But to your point, there's just a lot of things, and we overthink. We tend to overthink. That's just what happens because, like I said, I don't want to say we worry because it's I don't like that word, but
Right.
we can we just consider and overthink and think about who's going to call out
Yep.
tomorrow,
That's right.
and who's going to be there, who's going to step up, so forth. But so definitely, and I guess those routines are where it kind of helps there, journaling or a mild stretching before you go to sleep.
Yeah.
But I definitely I know if I write down the things that either I didn't get done or I got done, but I'm maybe considering the next day, put it on paper is more helpful
Right.
for me, and then I can sleep better through the night. But Sunday night, that's a great night to do it, and I didn't do it, and boy, I paid for it.
Yeah. No.
So I was grumpy and slumpy yesterday.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, you knew that.
I knew that. No, you were good yesterday.
Yeah,
No,
but anyway, but I did, and so what tends to work, for me is a lot of times if I work out in the morning, I get up early. I get to work out. And it doesn't have to be a big workout, a long workout, 30 minutes, an hour's better. But I get up and I get going, get the blood going. And then when it's time to go to bed, like we've talked about before, or before it's time to go to bed, you're tired, right?
Yep.
Worn out, tired. You can't help but go to sleep.
That's right.
And read a few pages in a book, and you
That
won't
really-
get to 10 pages.
You will not make it. No.
I always have a goal of 10 pages. Very, very, very rarely do I get to that. If I did my routine through the day.
Right. Yep. And I mean, a lot of that preparation and things, working out, stuff like that, it helps tremendously for me in the afternoons if I go walk. But if I don't walk and I just go eat a meal, then I go sit down and start playing a game. Man, I mean, it's difficult to get my routine right. It's difficult to go get in bed and just relax.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put that aside for maybe 1 or 2 nights a week. I'm not going to do it back to back because that won't work.
Yeah. You'll pay for it for
Yes,
sure.
yes.
Do you tend to are you able to eat early in the afternoon or the evening, so that you allow your body to start digesting, getting it all done?
That makes a big difference. Yes, I mean, I always try to eat around 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Oh wow.
So that I can just relax, don't have to worry about it. Then when I'm getting ready to go to bed, I'm not stuffed. I'm not trying to digest. I'm already started that process, and so
Yeah.
I feel a lot more relaxed that way.
Yeah, I've got to change that. That's another routine that's not good for me, just with my lifestyle and my family's lifestyle, because we're both entrepreneurs. So a lot of times my wife doesn't get home till 7 o'clock. I may have dinner ready, but still we don't eat till 7:30, and then we have we have a child, and he doesn't eat early, and that's not good. So I know from I don't get to sleep well if I eat. I try to eat before 7, and that's still late because I go to bed at 9:30. You really need a good 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours to get that digesting going on.
Yeah, it does help tremendously.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, it's one of those things where if you eat a lot and then you could lay down, I mean, acid reflux, you get a lot of different things that come up, and for me, it's awful.
Yeah.
So I'd almost rather not eat and then I'm waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning hungry, and that's a whole different problem.
Yeah, no, that's
So-
true. And I think the older you get too, just I'm going.
Are you saying I'm getting older?
No. I'm going to
Okay.
talk about Dad. I'm not talking about
yeah,
David.
Perfect.
Yeah. Dad got
Yeah.
at a certain age, and I don't know what that was, but I think that he started talking about acid reflux, and he had to eat at 5 o'clock, 4:35.
Right.
I'm like, good Lord, I can't eat that, or that's like lunchtime for me. But he would say that he couldn't eat late because he'd get that acid reflux.
Right, yeah.
And it makes sense. Again, I guess your different parts of your body don't hold everything down quite as good because your muscles are weaker, or your different flaps and things in your esophagus don't hold down the.
Well, when you get older, and I am getting older, but gravity does help some things.
Yes.
It hurts some things too, but
It
we'll talk
does.
about that.
Yes, it
But
does.
we'll talk about the things it helps, and
Yep.
it does help with digestion. So
And when you lay on your back, the gravity
Yeah.
doesn't help any.
That's right.
Yeah, 100%. And I remember, Dad, again, I don't ever have, I very rarely, and even Sunday night, after staying up, or sleeping in that day, I don't have a problem going to sleep. I mean,
Right.
I went to sleep at normal time, 10 o'clock or whatever, and which is a little later than normal, but on Sunday. And but I always wake up, and I remember Dad. Dad used to, and he talked about he had a clear conscience. He could go to sleep. He used to go to
He's
sleep
out,
sleeping
yeah.
right here, sitting up. Sitting up in his recliner or whatever. But one thing that he would do is he would wake up. I mean, when we were in high school and junior high and stuff, man, he'd be up at 4 a.m. Working.
Yep.
He was here at MattressGrove. Having the same things that we're going through now, the same concerns, as an entrepreneur.
True.
Yeah, making mattresses, taking care of clients, and making sure people get a better night's sleep. But yeah, he would wake up. Now, if I wake up at 4, I'd try to go back to sleep.
That's right. Yeah,
But sometimes it would be better just to get up.
Yeah.
So I understand as an entrepreneur, sometimes you wake up and you might as well just get up.
That's right. No, get up, get something done. Turn your computer on, start working a little bit, and or even just try to relax and think about the day, in a little milder setting, and then start your day, and then again, you're going to be tired that evening, so go to bed when you get tired so that you can get up on time again. Restart that schedule again. Get it right. So I know that we've talked about getting up at the same time every day. I would have loved to have slept in this morning.
Yeah, I'll bet.
But I got people counting on me.
Exactly.
So I got to be here.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that you accountability. We got to be here. We got to be here for everybody. And
Well, I mean, to your point, it is, it's just a lot. It's a lot, and we have different roles here at MattressGrove. But and so David's always here the earliest in the morning, early, and making sure that everybody's here, everybody's checked in, everybody's got what they need. And so so what is your day like?
So come in, open the doors, walk the floors, make sure that we everything's working, everything's turned on, and greet everybody. It's fun to see everybody's faces. I love greeting everybody, and then all of a sudden I get kicked into inventory, making sure we have product, making sure we're getting the right trucks coming in, delivering, making sure that our drivers are on the road to deliver. So it's a good routine, and it has become somewhat of a routine, but there's elements to it that I don't want to be a routine.
Yeah.
Because I want to look at it, focus on it each day as something new, so that I don't miss anything, because I don't want to take anything for granted.
Sure.
So, it's like meeting and greeting everybody. I want to make sure that I got everybody and talk to everybody and find out what's going on in their lives.
Sure.
So, but we're here for work, so we got to get to work. So,
got to help people get a better night's sleep.
Yeah.
So, and then we have specialists that bring in, the raw materials, and they check them in, and then, do they ever come to you and say, hey, this is not right, the quality's not right? They weigh,
Absolutely,
check, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's a whole nother.
Yeah, I mean, so I'll get started with certain things, the routine things that I would start working with, and then someone will come in and knock on the door and say, "Whoa, wait, we got this problem with a material." Okay, great. Something came in, it was on a truck and it got wet. Okay, let's handle that.
Yeah.
And so it's a constant all day long back and forth where we got this mattress, a new mattress, how do we make it, what does it look like, where's this label go, what's this happen. So we're constantly doing new things, and and everybody here is open, comes and talks to everybody. I mean, we share across all platforms. Everybody's sharing back and forth. So we have an open door policy. So everybody comes up to my office, says, "Hey, help me out." All right, I'm helping you out. And as I'm walking on the floor and I look over and I see something out of place, I'll reach over and put that in place. Or one of the best things, one of my favorite things is when I see someone that they're struggling with something, maybe it's a larger item that they're trying to handle, and I'll go over and pick it up and help them with that. Which is fun, because then other people see me do that and then they do it. They're helping the other next person. So I think that's the environment we love to have. The best things for me was getting out there and being there every afternoon, every evening, loading trucks, and we would be here till midnight. Then at 6:30 in the morning, I'm here opening the door, and I got 10 people standing there ready to come to work.
Ready to go.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was an awesome time. We really became a real family back in the factory. So it was really great.
Yeah, it's a fun culture.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're lucky. We're very grateful for that, for having a great team and all that, for sure.
Everybody that we've had, I mean, our average tenure here is like 19 years. So everybody's been with us for a long time. But during COVID, it was just like everybody came together as a family.
Yeah.
We had so much work going on, and we kept trying to hire people, and the people that were coming in didn't want to work, stuff like that. So it was kind of weird timing. So we went to everybody here and said, "Hey, look, we're trying to get some help." And they're like, "Look, don't worry about it. We got this. We got it. We're family. We're going to get this done no matter what it is." And again, we were here till midnight, 6:30 in the morning. Everybody showed up.
Got to take care of our customers. People they want mattresses because they want to get a better night's sleep.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're all about. Getting healthier sleep, because we know that that's the most important thing that you can get. There's nothing more important. Not diet, not exercise. All those help, and they help with sleep.
Right.
But number one is you got to get great sleep. Yeah, that was a fun time. It was when you're in any of those times, it's not really fun. I won't say it's fun, but when you look back, it's like it was great. It was rewarding.
It was very rewarding.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how my days go. You got some pretty crazy days.
Well, I mean, again, we work together so close that that we can jump in each other's roles. But I get up early and work out, and actually, before I do that, I get my coffee, decaf. Now I drink decaf from the beginning, because I understand you're supposed to let your body naturally wake up, and so that's what I'm doing for now. But I gotta have my coffee, so black decaf coffee. Get on my computer, respond to emails, reach out to the sales team, make sure they're out there and they've got everything they need, and then I hit the gym for a little while. And then I come in the office, and I mean, we have a lot of clients, brick and mortar, right? That we have to make sure we're taking care of. So always, working with the sales team and trying to figure out ways to, help each client, so that they have what they need. And we have an amazing marketing department here that, works with the clients too, and supplies all kinds of social media posts, anything they need. We do everything here. It's all custom for the clients. So and of course just the day go. We're always being strategic. So David and I are always meeting, trying to figure out what's the best way to get our message out to help people get a better night's sleep. And it sounds very cliche, but that's what we do every day.
That's right.
We're always trying to get people to get a better night's sleep.
What this whole podcast is about is helping people with sleep, whether it's through problems or whether it's through a mattress or any ideas. So
yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, that's our goal. That's why we're on earth, is to help people get a better night's sleep.
Yep.
And to your point, we love talking to people. Me and David love to talk to people. So that's why if you go to MattressGrove.com, there will be a pop-up, and it'll say, call John or David. And if you dial in, put that number in, it goes right to my cell phone, which is right here.
Yep.
And it goes right to David's, and we fight over who gets to talk. So
we do.
When you call, it'll either be David or myself answering the phone. Hello, welcome to MattressGrove. Hello, how are you? And we're happy to answer any questions about sleep, because we know that's important.
Any questions? And some of them aren't even about our products.
Oh, absolutely. That's right. And we're not doctors. We don't try to be doctors. This podcast isn't about doctors. This is about just layman terms of what we've known for, we're third generation, in the mattress business for 100 years now. And so, I'm not 100 years old, but I grew up in it. You grew up in it, and we're here to help. So we can answer a lot of questions about sleep, not from a doctor's point of view, but from knowing knowledge and so forth. Yeah. And a lot of it comes back to that mattress, because that's it's part of the third period. I mean,
it's the place to start. Yeah. Definitely a place to start. If you're having trouble sleeping, a mattress is definitely the place to look. And again, you're not alone. No matter what issues you have sleeping, no matter what it is, you're not alone. Reach out. We're here to talk about different things of what we've learned through whatever seminars we've been through, whatever we've been through a lot with this industry, and we love the industry. We love to talk about mattresses and what makes a great mattress.
Yeah.
And so if you can't sleep good, we can talk about the mattress, and then we can talk about pillows, and then we can talk about a lot of different things to help for a long-term fix to your sleep problems.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's about long-term. But again, it goes back to the different things that we know help. And are we perfect? No, we're not perfect.
No.
But we're here to learn, and that's why, we love any input. I mean, if you have any questions, again, and we'll start sharing these. We're starting to compile these different questions from people. DM us on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you or on any podcast network where you listen to us. Reach out, because we're going to start sharing these questions and answer them. And if we can't answer them, we'll get a guest on that can. If it's too much, if it's too difficult for us, or we don't know much about the science behind it, we're happy to. We're going to be bringing on some guests as we move forward. Matter of fact, we've got some guests coming up in the next few weeks. So and so again, I think as entrepreneurs, we look at everything as a ROI, right? Return on investment. I mean, if I invest $1, like, how do I turn it into 5? How do we turn it into 10? That's sleep is the same way. And if we don't invest in our sleep and we don't practice, then that ROI is going to get negative in a hurry,
real quick.
And when you don't sleep well, our brains are such that we don't know. We've mentioned this before. Entrepreneurs, they just burn the candle from both ends. I'll sleep later. Whenever I get famous or whenever I get rich, right?
I'll sleep when I die.
Oh God, that's horrible. Yeah, you're gonna sleep when you die, but that's not real. That's eternal sleep.
Well, guess what? You're gonna die early.
You're gonna die early. Yes, you are. When we don't really worry about it as being young and we're trying to bootstrap and make things happen.
Right.
But it compounds, and it's exponential when you get older.
That's right.
And what you did, you can't reverse it.
No, and it creates bad habits.
Terrible habits.
And so then you got to fix the habit and focus on that, and that takes away from your performance.
Yeah.
So, again, it goes back to a lot of things. I know for me, when I was younger, it was like, oh, I can do this, I can do that. It didn't matter. I could, but I could only do like 3 or 4 days. And then that, on the weekends, I'd be like, oh, I'm out. And I'd sleep the whole weekend. And I was like, well, what happened to my weekend?
Yeah.
Well, I slept the whole thing through. So, again, it's one of those things where, you can do it, yes, but is it best for you? No. Are you going to be a high performer? No. How much better could you be if you were disciplined enough to set those parameters for your sleep? And then, it would be amazing what you would see in yourself.
Oh yeah, and I don't think we really realize it either. I mean, we just don't realize it. How much better you would be if you were more, if you were more disciplined
Right.
and put, I mean, there's gurus out there today that say, you need to set time away from what you do, every day just to think,
Right.
I mean, for a certain amount of time, because that's how busy, we are as entrepreneurs and
That's
things, So, if you're that disciplined to set time for thinking, you definitely need to set time for sleeping.
Yep.
And I don't think any high performers that have achieved anything, they don't disagree at all. They're
Right.
They may have even gone down that road for a little while, but today they know, and they the people that we can help are the people we used to be. That's
Yep.
Those are the people that we can help the most.
That's right.
So have I done? Oh yeah, we both done it. I mean,
yeah.
we've done it, and
Well, I still
again,
fall into it.
Yeah, sometimes.
I mean,
well,
there's
when you play
bad
Fortnite.
habits. yeah, exactly.
But anyway, yeah, it's not glorified. It shouldn't be
No.
glorified that you only sleep 3 or 4 or 5 hours a night. You need 7 to 8.
That's right.
Every now and again, that's going to happen. We're not going to sleep well or whatever, but get back on that routine, like David mentioned.
Yeah.
Get back on your routine. Get up in the morning and do whatever that is. If it's a stretch or a workout or whatever, just go to work. Whatever it is, get up early,
Yeah.
and then then you'll go to bed.
Yeah, no doubt. And again, the struggle's real. We all deal with it from time to time, and it comes back down to discipline, and you got to think about it. And sleep is something that it's hard to think about because you're sleeping. So you're just like, it just naturally occurs. But when you prepare for it, it is so much better for you.
Yeah.
And your next day is amazing when you really do prepare and do it right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So-
You can create energy when you're tired, but boy, it's a lot easier, and you just feel like $1 million, and your brain's working, and everything's aligned.
And we're
special.
lucky because we have each other to work off of and talk
Yeah, we are.
about, and I get a lot of support in those things, and
Sure.
so again, those are the wonderful things that the benefit that we have working together and being brothers is amazing. So
Yeah, it is. And so I'm going to say, stop playing Fortnite late.
then
you know what? I'll be doing it.
yeah, but Tinsley's gonna be mad at you.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
Uncle John, what are you doing?
That's right.
So-
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's cool. No, we all have to have a few little vices. If that's the worst vice you have, that's not the worst. There's a lot worse.
That's right. Exactly. So, but no, all that is fantastic. So we just keep moving.
Yeah.
Moving that needle forward, getting better at each thing, and trying things and sharing them with you guys. Whatever works for us may not work for you, but what we have tried, we'll share with you. So
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, absolutely. And if any of these ideas, help you, great. We that's the best thing that could happen to us today. Is a couple of these ideas work for you, or just one. Just if there's one thing, I mean, the one thing I would say, give one thing. Again, I got to go back to just getting up at the same time every
Yep.
day, because even on the weekends, I mean, when I have a basketball game for my son to go to at 8 a.m. on Saturday, I mean, people are like, "Oh man, that's awful," and I'm like, "That's not awful. That's great."
Great.
Because it's going to create me to get up
Mm-hmm.
at the right time, and so it's just a mindset thing.
It is.
But on Sunday I need to do the same thing. Gotta create a reason. I need to get
That's
up.
right.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. I mean, what takeaway would what thing? do you
I mean, I think that's the biggest one. I mean, that's a huge one because it really does set the day, number one, and it sets the night.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I mean, it's kind of hard for you to think about, but if you get up at that time, whatever it is, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, you're going to be tired. Your body's going to start shutting down at the right time. And so, I mean, it's a big one for me. I mean,
Yeah.
when I actually do set that time, it is awesome. And I'm probably, I don't know, I'm hitting about 80% on that, 90%. I mean, I really do. I mean,
Yeah.
at the weekends and everything.
Because yeah.
And the weekends I get up and I just go, I fix my coffee, I sit back and relax. Sometimes I just, I'll turn my computer on, maybe look at some emails or something, but it's a relaxing time.
Yeah.
And then I go do some yard work or whatever else. And I mean, my day's set and I have a very
Yeah, and that's
productive
meditation.
day.
Yeah.
So it can really help. It really helps your mind and everything else. Now I'll stay up late on a Friday night or Saturday night, and Sunday's a little rough getting up, but I get up and my day's set again,
Yep.
and I still have a very good day. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
so
No question. I think that's, and again, it seems simple, and it is simple. I mean, it's super simple, right? I mean, that's the simplest thing in the world, to get up at the same time every day. It's simple, but it's not easy,
right,
Correct. Because it's discipline. And, when your alarm goes off, if you don't naturally wake up, it's kind of easy to reach over there and hit the snooze button. And we're not going to talk about that because we've already talked about that. And we'll have a whole podcast on hitting the snooze button. Well, but we're not going to go over that right now. But
but I have completely eliminated snooze button.
Good.
I will not hit it.
Yeah,
no matter what.
It's illegal.
Yeah, yes,
it's
it
illegal.
is. Now I might go over there and set a new alarm, but I'm not going to hit the snooze button.
Snooze button it should be illegal. It should be illegal.
That's right.
It's bad, but it's probably the worst thing. But anyway, we're good.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Thanks for spending time with us today. We hope you found something here that'll help you live a little better, sleep a little healthier.
And hey, if you're dealing with some of the struggles we talked about today, like not be able to fall asleep or aches and pains, a great mattress can make all the difference in the world.
We build ours locally right here in Greensboro, North Carolina. We stand behind every one, and if we can ever help you out at all, check us out at MattressGrove.com.
Take care, get some rest, and we'll see you on the next episode.